Everyone in the world has the fantasy of leading a luxurious life and thinking about how they can turn their dreams into a reality. In this context, money is the key factor that makes their dreams into reality. But most struggle to earn money throughout their life and fail to find ways and means to earn as they wish to realize the goals in their life. Contrary to this phenomenon, there are people who have millions worth of wealth and an influx of ways of income, bringing them to a position of business tycoons. Among them, William Henry Gates, popularly known as Bill Gates. And he's an American businessman who was born on October 28, 1955 in Seattle, Washington, United States. Bill grew up in Seattle with his two sisters. His dad, William H. Gates, 11, is an attorney, and his late mother, Mary Gates, was a school teacher at the University of Washington, Regent. Gates enrolled at Harvard University in 1973 with an intention of pursuing a career in law. Anyhow, he dropped out of college in 1975 and founded the software company Microsoft Corporation with his friend Paul Allen, which later turned into a multi-billion-dollar income-generating company, placing Bill Gates among the richest businessmen list published by the Forbes Global Media Company. Bill Gates' net worth. As per the billionaires list published by Forbes, with a net worth of $133 billion properties, he is considered as the fourth billionaire in the world. The massive fortune of wealth belonged to Bill Gates, generated through the personal computing industry with Microsoft's operating system, Windows. Having known his fortune of wealth, you all would be so inquisitive about how he spent a huge amount of money that he gained every hour, every day, and annually. With the heap of money at his disposal, he can indulge in getting whatever he wants. But you may be surprised that he often opts to allocate a big slice of his income for charity work to uplift the well-being of mankind. Charity. To achieve this noble goal, Bill Gates established a private charity foundation with his wife, known as Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, in the year 2000, with the objective of improving healthcare, education, and eradication of poverty in developing countries, giving them the chance to lift themselves out of hunger and extreme poverty. In the United States, it seeks to ensure that all people, especially those with the fewest resources, have access to the opportunities they need to succeed in school and life. It is reported to be the largest private foundation in the world, holding $46.8 billion in assets. Since the start of the coronavirus pandemic, the foundation donated billions of dollars to fight against the deadly virus, including global efforts in researching an effective vaccine to eradicate this pandemic. As per the Forbes list, Bill and Melinda Gates are considered as the second philanthropist of the past 5 years, has given $9.9 billion, which is 9% of their net worth. Magnificent mansions. Even though Gates mainly spends his billions on charity through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, he owned a number of mansions in America. Bill Gates owns a mansion that overlooks Lake Washington in Medina, Washington, which is assessed at $147.5. The 66,000 square foot mansion is a unique structure in terms of its architectural design. If we further looked into the unique luxuries available in this mansion, he has thrown roughly $80,000 lavishly to install computer screens sitting around the house. Devices worth $150,000 can display different paintings or photographs on the screen at a single touch. Apart from the luxurious mansion he owns in Washington, in 2020, he dropped $43 million on a 5,800 square foot home in Del Mar, California. It has 6 bedrooms, a 10-person jacuzzi, and a swimming pool. He reportedly dropped $27 million to buy properties including a 4.5-acre vacation ranch in Wellington, Florida, with a 12,864 square foot mansion. With an unquenching desire of accumulating luxurious properties, he was compelled to purchase a 492-acre Wyoming ranch, which listed for $8.9 million back in 2009. Having read the bunch of properties he has had in his possession, one could imagine the superfluous life he is living with his fortune of wealth. Heaps of investments in collectible items. One of the characteristics of Gates is that he spends millions of dollars on real paintings, including paintings of Winslow Homer lost on the Grand Banks, which he reportedly bought for $36 million in 1988. His mansion has a spacious library, 2,100 square foot, and out of the array of the $1 million worth of books stored on the shelves, there is a 16th century Leonardo da Vinci manuscript that Gates bought at an auction for $30 million in 1994. Furthermore, he acquired another unparalleled super painting, George Bellows' Polo Crowd, allegedly spending $28 million. No doubt that Bill Gates appeared to have been a lover for paintings. Investments in luxurious hotels. Apart from the interest of accumulating real estate, Bill Gates focused his attention to own the chain of hotels in different areas in America and other countries. He made investments through his personal investment firm Cascade, and became a partial owner of the Charles Hotel in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and owned 95% shares with Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia. In 2013, he had the co-ownership of another luxurious hotel, Ritz-Carlton, in San Francisco. Supercar collection. Gates is reportedly an avid luxury car collector, and his collection is quite impressive. With his wealth, he can afford every single car he desires. Among the collection of his precious car collection, Gates' favorites are cars from one of the best German car manufacturers in automotive history. It's none other than Porsche. With a net worth of more than $100 billion, he does have a Porsche car collection: a 1991 Porsche 911 Carrera, Porsche 930, and a Porsche 959 Coupe. He uses the 1988 Porsche 959 as his daily car. Alternatively, he owns a bunch of Mercedes, Lamborghinis, and Ferraris in his collection. In addition to the Porsche cars, Bill has a special place in his heart for the exotic Italian bulls Lamborghinis. You can find several different models of old and new Lamborghinis among his rich car collection. Gates also has been seen driving a Mercedes S-Class, a Mercedes 500 SL, and a BMW 7 Series. And of course, he's driven around in limousines often. It's interesting to see the Ford Focus produced back in 2000 is listed here among the aforementioned luxurious drives in the list of Bill Gates' cars. In fact, Bill Gates liked to drive in this Focus to the office during the last days he worked at Microsoft. He was spotted driving a Tesla Model X. The Model X is a mid-size, all-electric luxury SUV made by Tesla Inc. The car is one of the world's best-selling plug-in cars. The car is infamous for its falcon wing doors instead of traditional automotive doors. Some sources claimed that his Medina mansion has a garage that has the capacity to accommodate 23 cars. One might wonder how he selects the cars out of his most expensive car collection parked in the spacious garage when he wants to travel. Private jets. Imagine if you get the chance of having a surplus of money, you would definitely be compelled to experience all the luxuries that a person could enjoy in this world. No exemption to the business tycoon Bill Gates as well. Magnificent mansions, real estate, collection of super luxury cars, etc. What else do you want? You might have an idea to fly high in the sky, looking down at the mountains, shrouded with mist, rivers, ravines. Yes, of course, Bill Gates achieved this in reality. Bill Gates does own a collection of private jets, which epitomizes the power of wealth he belongs to as a business tycoon. Gates uses his private jets intensively, mainly for his work with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It has been reported that he owns 2 Gulfstream G650ERs, 2 Bombardier Challenger 350s, a Cessna seaplane, and a collection of helicopters. The Gulfstream G650 is a twin-engine business jet produced by Gulfstream Aerospace. A Gulfstream G650 has a list price of $70 million. The airplane can carry from 11 to 18 passengers. Gates owns a Eurocopter which he uses to travel around Lake Washington. Further to his variety of collection, he owns a floating heliport named Hail Manu. It is worth mentioning that all his fleet of airplanes carries the same color code, giving a uniqueness of Bill Gates' collection of aircraft. Even though he earlier owned 2 Bombardier jets, later they were replaced by the 2 Gulfstreams. The BD700 Global Express is a class of ultra-long-range corporate jets. It competes against the Gulfstream 5, Boeing 737 BBJ, and the Airbus A319CJ. It's designed to fly long distances at high speed. The Global Express range is such that it can fly non-stop between intercontinental destinations, such as Sydney to Los Angeles, New York to Tokyo, and Taipei to Chicago. Bill Gates' favorite way to relax. Bill Gates claimed when he was in his 20s and early 30s, his whole life was focused on work. He didn't even take vacations or weekends off. He was always the first in the office and the last one to leave. However, when he was stepping up the ladder as a successful businessman, he tended to balance the work and allocate as much time to work that he loves to do with his charity foundation, and taking time off to spend with his family and friends. Bill Gates spends his money on vacation. He loves traveling and has made trips to Australia, Brazil, etc. He spent $5 million a week to charter 439-foot super yacht Serene to treat his family on Mediterranean vacation. Hope you would have known interesting facts about the world-renowned business tycoon Bill Gates by watching this video. If you enjoyed it, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and click that bell icon so you get a notification whenever we upload more interesting videos in the future.